So
I think it is a he because we saw them, you know, but you're giving that driver the opportunity to make their own decision.
So if I sat there in that case with no indicator on,
is that still wrong?
it's not wrong. But he was driving
he's
down
there.
quite fast. I'm in the middle of the road.
Yeah, he's there thinking, what's this person doing? And he's confused.
I thought he needed warning of my presence one way or another.
Okay,
I didn't quite trust him.
And is it right or wrong?
I don't know. Probably either option there. So how would you mark my left signal there?
What you did? Nothing. I wouldn't have marked anything for that.
No. So really, in that one there, all three options are open to us.
Well, that situation, you know, if you'd have done one thing or another, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the situation changed very quickly, didn't it?
Absolutely. The main thing is your observations when moving off. Did you stop when you should have done? Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You know.
I've had a student who was on for a fault-free pass get picked up, a new examiner, picked up because the car skidded. With ABS braking, mate. So I said to the examiner to one side, so I told one side, I said, mate, it says, it's slightly skidded, it's got ABS braking. That car could not have stopped quicker than it did. It's got ABS braking. If it was your child there, would you say, yeah, thanks for stopping, but I'd like you to have stopped a little bit closer to my child without it actually a little bit of skid on there?
Yeah, at the traffic lights, follow the road ahead.
So that's what you told the pupil.
Yeah. I teach mine. I want you to try and make it skid. I want you to try and make it skid. I want you to prove the ABS wrong.
That's your worst enemy's friend. That's your worst enemy's face is on that pedal. Get rid of them. Whatever it is.
Yeah, push the pedal through the floor.
Through the floor. You're on Fred Flintstone's car.
I want you to put that seat into the back.
Yeah. Now, if you ever did boxing, you're told to aim for someone's back of their head or martial arts, not the face. And it needs to be like that for the emergency stop.
Yeah.
Push it through and keep pushing it.
Do you know what I do? I personalise it.
Yeah.
Have you got any young relatives? Have you got, you know?
Very good thing to do, isn't it?
I'd like you to pull up on the left well before the next parked car, please. Well before this next parked car. Okay, we're now going to do the reverse parking exercise. You may know this as the parallel park. The car in front of us, I'd like you to pull up alongside it and stop, and then reverse backing in, parking close but parallel with the curb. Try to complete the manoeuvre within about 2 car lengths, and on this occasion consider any lowered curb as just a continuation of the normal curb height.
So just to clarify, you're happy with me just driving straight along the side of the car and stopping?
Well, that's what I've asked you to do.
Okay, fine, just clarifying.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, clarifying, isn't it?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Now, interesting though, we had a cars coming on, didn't we?
So? Did you do it safely?
Oh, no, I'm saying is, I stopped because my end was going to swing out.
Right, yeah.
More so into their road, so I stopped there.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah, but then once you've come back and we got some other cars coming, can they get past you safely without you affecting them? And that's what it's all about. Loads of instructors will say, right, if you see a car coming, stop everything. Am I safely out of their way? You know, yeah, what you did was right. You know, because we got that the car and the van coming towards us, and you knew your front end was going to be swinging out, right? So you did that. Then when we started coming back, we'd got another car. Yeah, your observations are going all the time, but you've already said, well, they're going to get past without me having any effect on them, and that's what it's about. Am I aware of what's going on, and is it safe for me to continue doing what I want to do?
See, that's a different calculation I had there, because those cars were parked there. They're already further out in the road than they would have been. Now, if those cars had been there, there probably was space for them.
Absolutely. When you first started doing it, then when you'd come round there, these cars were coming, and they'd got enough time to get back to their side anyway, so there's no issue, no faults. And loads of instructors, they overcook it and they overthink it and what have you. Oh, if you do that, you got to do that. I remember when I first did my part 3 training.
Shall we move off?
Yeah, drive on when you're ready. When I did my first part 3 training, my trainer said to me, "Oh, see a car stop." Like we're reversing, doing a left reverse, and there was a car on that side of the road. When am I ever gonna affect that car? It's just not going to happen, is it?
Similar thing happens with the reverse down the road on the right.
Absolutely. If you've got traffic on this side, if we were doing it here, are we going to affect them? That's what that's what the judgment is. Are you going to cause? And we're going to take the next road on the left, where the bus is going. Next road on the left.
Now, on the driving test, is it right for me to say thank you, or do you tend to? I've had mine, so I'm bringing your hand off the wheel. Now, again, with the same young driving instructor, he said, "Oh, I'll change my ways." I says, "Well," it says, "keep your hand in the rule 160." The highway code says, "Keep both hands in the wheel when you can."
Yeah.
Why isn't it coming off to do the indicator?
What
is
about
it not coming
changing
off the gear stick, or putting the handbrake on, or changing? So what is wrong with acknowledging that someone said go in front of me?
Nothing at all. There's nothing
If
at
I do
all.
this,
There's nothing wrong at all.
Has he seen me?
Even
Hasn't seen me.
There's nothing wrong with thanking somebody, and often the person on test doesn't feel comfortable about giving a thank you, and that's understandable. And the examiner quite often will say thank you on your behalf.
Yeah. There is nothing wrong with it. At the end of the day, if someone's let you through, you don't thank them. Are they going to let the next person through, or have you peed them off?
You might have peed them off.
So you got to oil the cogs of niceness on the road.
Absolutely.
Do your bit.
We're British. We're British, and we like to be polite.
Exactly. Now this is a situation with safety. People get close to two vehicles.
Yeah.
That bus goes in. I'm suddenly exposed, especially if a bus went through and it shouldn't have done. So many people put their foot down and go, "You shouldn't be doing that." And suddenly, the big reveal.
Yeah.
You suddenly. We had this little chicane thing outside the school in Market Harbour, and what's the next one?
Is that one where one of your pupils, because of what it was, they were like, I'm telling you to go onto the pavement here"?
No, that's a different road, just around the corner from that. Was that video accurate? That's outside the school, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite,
I mean, literally had an on-pass. If I stayed, I'm not allowed on the. So again, it's one of those things. What's the lesser of two evils here?
That's it. And on a test, I've done it in the past. Where the candidates, they've not been at fault, and then somebody else has done something that they shouldn't have done, and we're now in a stalemate, and the only way out of it, because there's now traffic backed up behind the person that's done something wrong, is for us to pinch a little bit of the curb, a little bit of the pavement.
So there's nothing wrong with saying I'm proposing to do something that's strictly normally a fault.
So,
is it okay with that?
I can't get past here, and quite often the examiner should say, help you out, because it's something it's out of the norm.
Yes.
At the end of the road, turn left. End of the road, turn left.
And also, in isolation, that would be a serious fault. You've driven on a pavement. So, in isolation, if you're going to do that, say, "Look, I'm proposing to go on that pavement."
The only way out of here for me, realistically, is I'm going to have to pinch some of this pavement. I know I shouldn't be doing, but there's 4 cars there now, and none of them are going to back up.
No, that's a stop junction.
Yeah.
you don't have to put your handbrake on.
No.
But
your wheels have to come to a complete stop.
Exactly.
Even if it's just for a nanosecond, your wheels have to stop moving, and that's a legal requirement.
Yes, and it's backed up by the Road Traffic Act, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Because the problem is, and they say don't do things for tests, but at the end of the day, you're not nervous normally.
No.
You're a bit nervous on your test. I think it's a good idea for the, say, see a stop junction, do put your handbrake on. It actually makes you think stop.
Yeah.
Sometimes people rush, they think they have stopped, and they haven't.
No, there's a on my TikTok. It was when I first started coming, so it's a very, very early one, and it's at the exact junction there, where young girl, you know, as we may have merged out, and my dash cam recorded sound as well on that particular lesson because I wanted it to. Yeah, she merged out, and I said, so what did we miss there? She went, what? Stop junction. I stopped. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. And she swore blind that she stopped. I says, I'll send you the footage. Raw milk.
That's the best thing in the world.
Raw milk.
Yeah. Unpasteurised milk is the most amazing tasting milk ever. The thing
And
is,
it's quite sweet.
It's amazing. It makes an amazing cup of tea. I just drink it. It's such a different taste. The thing is, there's so many regulations around it. The reason they pasteurize it is because mass farming, cows get mastitis and stuff like that. But when you have cows that are going to be licensed to do raw milk, they can't be fed antibiotics. They can't be that. They're nurtured. So, actually, in fact, by the very nature of the husbandry of the cow, they don't get mastitis. You've cured the thing that causes it.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit more expensive, but my nearest raw milk place is like 20 miles away.
There's a couple around here. Yeah. And there's one. It's at a farm. It's an ice cream parlour called Yummy Yorkshire. Ice cream parlour called Yummy Yorkshire.
Nice.
And they've got it's like a vending machine.
Yes.
So you buy a bottle, you put your money in, and it just vends a bottle of.
Beautiful.
And pull up on the right in a safe place, please. Thank you. Okay, I'd now like you to reverse back approximately 2 car lengths, keeping reasonably close to the curb. Continue when you're ready, please.
Can I ignore the drop curb?
Just do what you think is best. Approximately 2 car lengths. Have you had examiners say that to you?
They'll say
Ignore
in Kettering,
ignore them.
for the purposes of this,
Yeah,
they'll say
okay.
ignore the drop curb. For
Right,
that.
okay. Basically what would happen is, if you were going back,
I'm not planning to go shopping for the week.
no. So, with you saying, can I ignore this dropped curb? I now know that you are completely aware that there are driveways there, and it's quite possible for me to turn around and say, yes, on this occasion, ignore.
No, I'm carrying on there, so I'm going so slowly. It's obvious what I was doing.
Have you had any effect on them?
No, they just they took the same pathway they would have taken.
Yeah, and the reason why, or one of the reasons why we say, pause. Right, okay, thank you. One of the reasons why we would say pause when we're training this manoeuvre is, at the end of the day, if you stop, they're going to get past you quicker. Yeah? If there's nothing coming, and you can see for ages that there's nothing coming, and what have you, and it's all a case of balancing how much effects that you're going to have on them, and you'll get loads of instructors. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that.
You can't do hard and fast rules. It depends.
It depends on situational.
And how fast was I going then? Quarter of 1 mile an hour.
If that.
I was literally just turning the inch, and it was crawling an inch.
Yeah.
Taking my full time to do it.
Yeah. completely aware of
Yes.
the other road user, both there and whether or not, you know, and if by looking behind and stuff you see you see that there is cars coming, you could quite easily put, do you know what, I'm stopping.
Yeah.
I'm letting them past, even, you know, even though I'm letting them past and whatever.
Manoeuvre
So
would be more accurate if at the beginning so we're going to do an observation exercise rather than the parking exercise, quite frankly.
because and that's what it's all about. You know, 90%
fail
of people
observations,
failing their manoeuvre
Yep.
is through lack of
It's not-
effective observations.
It's not
Just
conking
doing
the curb,
this,
is it?
is that an effective observation?
No.
No,
Absolutely
it's not.
So
You know,
it comes back to a conversation about stop saying mirrors and signals. Can we just start saying information?
Yeah.
Take information in, give information out through
So-
indicators, tag, take, use, and give information.
yeah. Okay, drive on when you're ready, please.
Okay, that was shielded there. I'll stop that. The other thing to do with isn't it, with driving is if you're in a hole, stop digging.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I started the move off, car came around quite quickly, shielded by the car, that was okay a minute ago.
Yeah.
My second check, there's a car there.
Did something
I've
about
decided
it.
to go
and you
again.
did something about it, and that's what
It
it's
changed,
like,
it evolved. The
Yeah.
situation evolved into something it wasn't to begin with.
and we were mentioning it last night with the system of car control, IPSCA. You know, information, right? And information is throughout the whole of the process. There's going to be information taken in and given back out throughout the whole of your driving, and with that information you then formulate a plan. That plan isn't set in stone. That plan is a constantly evolving plan.
Yes, it is. It's an evolution through. It might change. How many times do you get we stop people go, oh, it's clear at the roundabout, stare ahead at an empty junction where there's nothing changing, all for a car to come round.
Yeah. Where's the danger coming from?
Check.
Is there any danger over there?
Exactly.
You've looked of where you're going to, but that's where your danger is.
And it's all about, it comes back to information. Check the threats, my phrase.
Yeah.
Where's the risk coming from? Oh, it's coming from down there. You're looking in an empty exit.
Yeah.
What information are you getting from that?
Yeah.
Nothing.
You know, and it's like when people are looking down at the gears. Are they dangerous? No, they're not. We should be looking at what's going off out there then.
Get the minstrels out.
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to use that.
Nom nom nom. Where's my
I'm going to use that, and I'm going to say, right, you've got to bring a pack of minstrels.
Well, I played another game like that with Azad. Good junction, bad junction with him. I said, you get a point, I get a point, and he won 8-5. So his problem is, Azad, for driving, mate, it should have been 12-0.
Yeah.
11-1 ain't good enough.
No.
In my game.
No.
You beat me. No, you didn't. We didn't beat the system.
Yeah.
Until you can make that game.
And at the traffic
12-0.
At the traffic lights, turn right, please. Traffic lights.
Traffic lights turn right. Yeah. Until you can make it 12-0, not 11-1.
Yeah.
You're not ready to go independent. Dave May. Oh, it's Dave May.
Dave Mack.
Dave Mack. Is that his full surname?
I can't remember his surname. Mack is obviously short for McIntyre or Macintosh or McClintock or something.
Macbeth. However, my other say, I know when you're ready for tests, when you stop looking like a learner.
Yeah.
You've got the learner face.
Yeah.
Just relax,
Yeah.
drop those shoulders.
Yeah.
Just driving.
Yeah.
And it's also a thing, I know there's a switch in someone, then rather than the car's moving left, the car's slowing down. This is just like a fancy metal dress you're wearing.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
cross
the
the
car
road
is
and
an
go, my
extension of you."
jeans are crossing the road, you say,
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. The car is an extension of me, and it's doing what I'm wanting it to do. Like, this is obviously a new learner, you know, because the amount of caution and stuff that they're taking, and you can see the instructor's hands moving and stuff like that, and it's giving, you know, this encouragement and direction and guidance or coaching, you know, and that's what it is. What annoys me is the amount of people that get annoyed at learners. Well, you've got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you shouldn't be out on a road like this then. But when do we get out onto the road?
There is a balance though with that,
Yeah,
isn't there?
yeah.
Also, if
We're going to take the next road on the right. Next road on the right.
Dave.
Yeah.
There's a road near us. Goes from Harbour to Corby. So he's coming through quicker. Now I'm even though it's my priority over that Tesla.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't look at that. You're in my road and put out something really cautious there. That's why I put the signal on earlier.
And there's loads of people fail the test there because they come out thinking, oh, that white car's blocking this. No, you're not on that road yet. They're already on the road.
You're still mine, doesn't matter where you go.
Yeah, that's right. And loads of people have failed the test, emerging out at the end of there.
Yeah.
For that particular reason. And
it's funny, we both spotting.
Pull up on the left, just by this tree here, please.
Just slow down slightly lesser than I would have done because that bloke
was right up your bum.
Right up my bum.
Yeah. And that's...
So I changed, what did I do there? I changed my course of action to be a lesser change, gave him more time for him to assess what I was pulling over.
And that's what your mirrors change speed is. Yeah. Alright? Have you reacted to what information... We're going back to information. What information is there? Yeah. All right. Okay. So we've got that information with regards to that. There's a car behind us, right? So what we'll do is we'll slow down. We'll start slowing down a little bit sooner and make that a more gradual slow down. We'll give a signal a little bit sooner than maybe what we would have done previously, just to let him know. That then gives him the opportunity to drop back. Yeah. Giving him enough room to come round you, you know, rather than just slamming all on, and he's then not being. Yes, he was in the wrong to begin with by being so close with his following distance.
I mitigated it for him,
and you've made this situation safer. Right, let me have a look. That's the end of the test. Just give me a moment or two to complete my test report. So we actually did. Put an additional, you know, it's an additional manoeuvring. I didn't count the one in the tennis.
No.
Right, that's the end of the test, and you'll be pleased to know that you've passed. 2 driving faults. One, use of speed. Okay.
Yep.
You did, and I gave you time and distance. All right, and I was giving you time, and then you did look up. Oh, we're in a 20 here. Is this it? Wow, it's a 20, and he dropped it back down. All right, you missed. So obviously you missed going in into the new road. The fact that it was a 20 and markings on the floor there, and you missed a couple of repeater signs. Those repeater signs were very close together though. All right, and you'll see that on the footage. Those repeater signs were very close together, you know, but you've got other information as well. So when it is 2 driving faults, that could have quite easily gone to a serious, and especially somebody that's wanted to become a driving instructor.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, these are things that you need to be looking out for. Your observation is got to be better than the observation of your pupil and stuff like that.
What's the second fault?
The clearance obstructions.
Really?
Yeah. There was an incident on. You'll see it when we have a look at the footage. So we're just after the emergency stop. Then we went over and emergency stop. The car came past us. We went up the hill, over the bridge, sharp. We got a sharp right and then a sharp left. And then we were going down the road. There were loads and loads of parked cars on this side of the road. It was going down that bit there. All right, you've got loads of room over there. There's nothing keeping you this way, and you were less than a door's width. It may not have felt it.
I'm 2 minus disappointed by that.